Good afternoon. Okay, we're very, very crowded, so everybody gets situated somewhere. Settle down, put your behind in the seat and the seat down. Very good. There you go. So we're here for the Garland County Reads Kickoff. Everybody in Garland County and all of the schools are going to be reading the same book for the next month. And you all have received this book, or you will receive this book in the next day or so. And along with that, you'll receive a calendar with what you should be reading on a weekly basis so that you can read all about Winn-Dixie, the cause of Winn-Dixie. And so we have the author of the book who is going to speak to us now.
Hello everyone in Garland County. My name is Katie Camello. I wrote Because of Winn-Dixie. And so you can imagine how happy I am to hear that all of you are going to be reading Winn-Dixie together, grades K through 6. It just absolutely thrills me because to me this is a book that's so much about community. And now you as a community are going to read together. And I wish that I could be there with you as this happens. I want you to know that my heart is there with you and that I'm so grateful that you're reading and that you're reading together. So keep doing that. Keep reading together.
All right. So if you haven't gotten the book yet, that's okay. We're going to start out and look at the first chapter together today. And on the back of the book, which is always a good place to start, there's a little preview. It says, A Heartwarming Family Tale by K.D. Camillo. And it says, making friends in a new town is never easy. But when Opal adopts a stray dog that she names after the grocery store where she found him, she learns that friendship and forgiveness can sneak up on you like a sudden storm. So, Because of Winn-Dixie, has everyone seen the book so far? Have you gotten a copy of it? You've seen it? Okay. And did you see Winn-Dixie as you came in the auditorium today? Oh, look over here. Look over this way. Oh my goodness. Winn-Dixie's here with us today, everyone. Let's give a big round of applause to Winn-Dixie. Now, this afternoon from 5 until 7 at the farmer's market downtown, there'll be a big countywide kickoff for this with games and hot dogs and people reading. So get your parents to take you down to the farmer's market this afternoon from 5 until 7. And there you'll hear more of Because of Winn-Dixie. But here's chapter 1, just to kind of get you interested. So chapter 1. My name is India Opal Bellini. Or Baloney. And last summer, my daddy, the preacher, sent me to the store for a box of macaroni and cheese, some white rice, and 2 tomatoes. And I came back with a dog. This is what happened. I walked into the produce section of the Winn-Dixie grocery store to pick up my 2 tomatoes, and I almost bumped into the store manager. He was standing there, red-faced, screaming and waving his arms around. Who let this dog in here? Who let this dog in here? He shouted. At first, I didn't see a dog. There were just a lot of vegetables rolling around on the floor, tomatoes and onions and green peppers. And there was what seemed like a whole army of Winn-Dixie employees running around, waving their arms, just the same way the store manager was waving his. Who let this dog in here? Who let this dog? And then the dog came around the corner. He was a big dog and ugly. And he looked like he was having a really good time. His tongue was hanging out, he was wagging his tail. He skidded to a stop and he smiled right at me. I had never before in my life seen a dog smile, but that's what he did. He pulled back his lips and he showed me all of his teeth. Then he wagged his tail so hard that he knocked some oranges off a display. And they went rolling around everywhere, mixing in with tomatoes and onions and green peppers. The manager screamed, "Somebody grab that dog!" And the dog went running over to the manager, wagging his tail and smiling. He stood up on his hind legs. I could tell that he wanted to get face to face with the manager and thank him for the good time that he was having in the produce department. But somehow, he managed to knock the manager over. And the manager must have been having a bad day, because lying there on the floor, right in front of everybody, he started to cry. The dog leaned over him real concerned and licked his face. "Please," said the manager, "somebody call the pound." "Wait a minute," I hollered. "That's my dog, don't call the pound." All the Winn-Dixie employees turned around and looked at me, and I knew I had done something big, and maybe stupid too. But I couldn't help it, I couldn't let that dog go to the pound. "Here, boy," I said. Well, the dog stopped licking the manager's face and put his ears up in the air and looked at me like he was trying to remember where he knew me from. "Here, boy," I said again. And then I figured that the dog was probably just like everybody else in the world, that he would want to get called by a name. Only I didn't know what his name was. So I just said the first thing that came to my mind. I said, "Here, Winn-Dixie." And the dog came trotting over to me just like he had been doing it his whole life. The manager sat up and gave me a hard stare like maybe I was making fun of him. "It's his name," I said, "honest." The manager said, "Don't you know not to bring a dog in a grocery store?" "Yes, sir," I said. "He got in by mistake. I'm sorry, it won't happen again." "Come on, Winn-Dixie," I said to the dog. I started walking and he followed along behind me as I went out of the produce department and down the cereal aisle and past all the cashiers and out the door. Once we were safe outside, I checked him over real careful and he didn't look that good. He was big, but skinny. You could see all his ribs. And there were bald patches all over him, places where he didn't have any fur at all. Mostly he looked like a big piece of old brown carpet that had been left out in the rain. "You're a mess," I said to him. "I bet you don't belong to anybody." He smiled at me. He did that thing again where he pulled back his lips and he showed me all his teeth. He smiled so big that it made him sneeze. It was like he was saying, "I know I'm a mess. Isn't it funny?" Now, it's hard not to immediately fall in love with a dog who has a good sense of humor. "Come on," I said to him. "Let's see what the preacher has to say about you." And the two of us, me and Winn-Dixie, started walking home. That's all of chapter 1. Are you looking forward to reading the rest of it? I think that is going to be an awesome time.